Hey. Happy Funful Friday. Oh my gosh, Michelle, I was reading your comments and how fun. I used to do the backyard count with my students. That is so cool. And anyways, Luana, good morning to you also. But I understand, Michelle, if you can't stay because this is the exact same thing we did in the Zoom. So with the team. So I totally understand. It's the bag with the card. So cool. But we do want you to stay because we love you, but we understand if you got to get going. Hey, Tiffany, good morning. Good morning. All right, you all. Funfold Friday. Yes, we are doing a bag and a card. Birthdays. I always need like a little bag. I can always run to the dollar store and get the bigger bags, but little bitty bags are hard to find. And then they never match the card. And so it's so easy to make a bag with our designer paper. And we have plenty of designer paper. Oh my gosh. It seems like every time I turn around, we got another catalog coming out with more paper, with the celebration free paper. It's awesome. I love all the paper. So make bags, make envelopes, go to town with your paper. So fun, so fun. Oh, look at all these people. Love it, love it. So Maria is here also, and Mallory and Susan, Patty, Kay, Noreen. Thank y'all so much for showing up this morning. Okay. Don't forget, we only have just a week, a little over 2 weeks. No. So today's the 16th. We only have until the 29th, and then that's it. Celebration's over. Today, I am using paper from the newer release celebration. If you all didn't know, we released some extra items that are free with purchase during celebration. And one of them is the 48 sheets of designer series paper with just a $50 order. And so I'm using that paper today. And I'll show you that. And let's see what else. With celebration, don't forget, it is an amazing time to join Stampin' Up right now. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up because it's, they give you a special just for regular, but during celebration, you get extra stuff. You can choose the glass mat when you join, which is a $60 value, or you can not get the glass mat, excuse me, and get extra product for free instead. So if you're interested in any of that, just send me a message, and I've got all kinds of goodies for you to relay on you about joining Stampin' Up and our awesome team. Okay. Let's switch camera views and get to today's fun fold. Oh, look, I haven't zoomed in and my coffee's still on the table. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So like I said, I'm still kind of twisted. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, well, that's good enough. All right. If I mess with it too much. So I was telling you that, during celebration, you can pick free items for purchase. This is the Delightfully Eclectic paper. This is just the sample of it. It has all those colors, but it's 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper for free when you order $50. So that is an amazing deal, and I am using that paper today. I'm using this one. I love this. So on one side, it's Pretty Little Lemons, and on the other side, it's Pretty Daisies. And I love how our paper just coordinates. It's just so fun. So let me show you what we're making. It's a bag, and it's a good size bag. I mean, first of all, you could fit cards in here, so you could make your friend some greeting cards and give them to them, or just little trinkets or whatever. But it's it's little, but it's big. Okay, and then the card is actually attached to the bag, okay? So that's what we're making today. And let me get the measurements. Now, don't forget, you guys, the measurements. So you can go to my blog. Let me put my blog up here real quick. You can always go to the blog and get the information, but you have to handwrite it down if you want a copy of it. If you want the downloadable PDF file with all of the information, the measurements and the instructions, then you have to be on my email list. To get to my email, if you're not on my email list, when you're on the blog, there's a sign up box. Okay. It's on the side of the blog, or if you're on your phone, it's at the bottom of the blog. And then after you've been on the blog for a little bit, a pop-up box happens and you can't miss it to sign up for the new, it says newsletter, but it's my email list. And I will be sending out the PDF later today. Okay, so first of all, we need a base for the card part. We're going to do the card part and then we'll do the bag. So my base is 4 inches by 8 inches. And we're just going to fold this in half. So I'm just matching up the 2 corners there. And then I pinch in the middle and I just push out my fingers to the side, get my bone folder. Now, if you're not comfortable doing that, score it at 4. It makes a 4-inch square card. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So there's the base. Now for the layers, we have, and of course I'm pulling from the colors on the paper. All right, so we are going with the Daffodil Delight. So let's, oh, and what is this? This is card layer. And this can be cardstock or designer paper. I just picked cardstock, but you know, whatever. It's just for a decorative edge, just to bring a little more color into the card. Okay, and also don't forget, if you have a question or you need my attention, put like an exclamation point, question mark in front of your comment. Then when I scroll through, I can find it quickly. All right, there we go. So we've got that. And then the white, we have 2 pieces of white. We have one for the front and one for the inside. So let's get those on there. And go. And basically all I've done is I've just come down 1/4 inch off each one. All right. So the square is 4 inches. Then the first layer is 3 3/4 inch. And then the white is 3 1/2. So that's pretty easy to remember. And then this piece goes on the inside. So I have room to write. Now, one thing I discovered making this bag and card combo was you may want to write your message, stamp your inside before you attach it to your bag. Okay, so like mine's attached to the bag, but now to write on it, it's like squishy. However, I did realize if you put 2 ink pads in there, that will give you a nice flat surface to write on. So either way. All right, let me double check, make sure I haven't missed any comments real quick. Go. Oh, Rosie, thank you. Rosie, thank you for sharing on Facebook. I appreciate that. Oh, sorry, Patricia. DSP, Designer Series Paper. This is DSP. I apologize. I always forget. Not everybody talks in Stampin' Up lingo. Good question. Thank you. All right. Everybody else is just saying good morning, and I say good morning back to you. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. All right. Now that I've got my card base done, I am using the Cheerful Daisy. So what, of course, brought that, you know, daisy paper. Well, let's get the daisy stamp set out. So I need the stamp, and I've got everything all ready here. Whoops. When you're using, be careful when you stack your acrylic block on top of acrylic stamps, it sticks. All right, so we need the, and I'm doing the daisy in the petal pink. And that's the other awesome thing about Stampin' Up. All the pink is the same color. It's all petal pink. So it all matches. Now that looks dark, but when it dries, it's a lot lighter. And then, so I'm going to cut that out. I'm also going to cut the center out. So I'm going to stamp it to the side. There we go. And what else do we need? That's it for that part. All right. So I have, let's see, I've got to line it up. I never can remember how this goes. You just kind of twist it around till you find where it goes. There it is. Okay. And then I just use washi tape to hold it in place so it doesn't move. And then this one, come here. Oh, come here. All right. And this goes right there like that. Oh, and then I almost forgot. So I hardly ever use my mini cut and boss machine. And I thought, you know what? I need to start using that so you all can see it and see how awesome it is. So the mini cut and boss machine, it's just a little bitty thing. This is great for when you're going on crafting retreats. Or if you just want a cut and emboss machine right next to you and you're just doing little stuff. So this just, but you can only have it 3.5 inches wide right there. Okay. Oh, and let me get this banner off of here so y'all can see better. There we go. All right. And then I just, oh, and when I make my sandwich, I stair step it so it'll go in there easily and it catches. Oh, come on. There it is. And it doesn't hurt. It's not like the big one where it like takes a lot of effort to crank it. It's real easy to crank. So I know that was a big problem for me when I had shoulder surgery. And that's why I had to get an electric one, was because it was too hard to crank. But my shoulder's fine now. I can crank the big one. I just don't like it. I like my electric one, but my electric one's also a hassle because I have to get up and go use it, where this one is right on my desk. So there we go. All done with that. All right. So we have our daisy here, and I want a dimensional for that centerpiece. So let me grab a dimensional. And it's kind of difficult to figure out how this goes on here. It's like mostly flat at the top. So maybe it goes this way. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That's good enough. There we go. That's good enough. Now I already cut the leaves out. These leaves are from the die. Where did I put the die? Hold on, I just had it. Here it is. So this die right here, I already cut the leaves out, and I used the old olive. All right. And I want to stamp the sentiment. So here's my sentiment and my mementos. Oh, there we go. And I am wishing you the brightest birthday. So perfect. And of course, Mother's Day in May. This is perfect for a Mother's Day little, if you buy her a little piece of jewelry, it would fit in this bag. You do a Mother's Day gift bag. You always need little bags. So I thought this would be a great one to do. Now, I want to tie some ribbon on here before I put that daisy on. So let's see, is that enough ribbon? I always worry about how much ribbon I need. Sometimes I don't cut it long enough and I struggle making the bow. Then sometimes I cut it so long. So a lot of people just keep it on the spool to avoid that problem, but I'm not that talented. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Actually, that's twisted wrong. And I also use my self-clamping tweezers to hold it. Like I said, I'm just not that talented. There's girls who can, crafters, I should say, because not all crafters are girls, crafters who can tie a bow without having something holding it. I cannot. Of course, I have really shaky hands too. It has nothing, probably has something to do with the coffee I'm drinking this morning, but a little hyper. Okay. But I have to drink coffee. I have 2 kittens. Oh, it's like having a newborn baby in the house. They don't sleep through the night. And when they want something, they will not leave you alone. I try burrowing under the covers to get away from them. It doesn't work. Oh my gosh. They will figure out how to get under the covers. They're a mess. I love them so much, but they keep me up. They wake me up about 3 times in the night. And the only thing I have found that really gets them to settle down is go to the kitchen. And I don't give them, they have food sitting out. I don't know why they need me to shake the bowl, but it seems to work. I shake the bowl a little bit, I kind of get it all, the bottom, because sometimes the bottom of the bowl is showing, and that seems to help. And then they leave me alone for a few hours for sleep, but then they want up again, and then they want more food. They're like always hungry. and yet the food's sitting there. I don't know. How many of you have had kittens and have had to deal? They are 6 months old right now, and they are just, I had to take my poinsettia out. Oh my gosh. Merlin started sleeping in the poinsettia plant. So I put it out on the back patio. I'm like, it's just crazy living with kittens. Just. And of course, where are they right now? They're sound asleep. Oh, Joan, that's all right. We are making, Joan said she's late. We are making a bag and a card, and it all kind of goes together. And it's okay if these hang off the edge because it is a bag. So let me get a little glue here. All right. And come on. All right, so there's that one. And you know what? I want that further down. Is it too late? Oh my gosh, almost, not quite. There we go. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, and then this other one. And I don't know, I kind of like the inside left in, but I took it out on that side. So here, took it out on this one. Okay, so let's put this one down here. Ooh, I am really shaking this morning. I need to switch to decaf. I mean, I do know I have hyperthyroidism, but that I usually don't shake this much. Oh, perfect. Okay, now some dimensionals. I'm running out. Most of my, oh, here we go. Most of my sheets are just the leftover section. There we go. All right. Okay. Now that we have the cards part done, now let's make the bag. So I've got the scoring measurements. So if you're copying things down right now, let me pop that up while I'm getting this stuck on there. Banner. The DSP Designer Series paper right there. So I'll get that out in just a sec and we'll start with that. Come on. Love it. Okay, so there's that. Oh, you know what it needs? It needs bling. I pulled out our in color dots. That's actually wild wheat, but I think it goes well with the color of yellow here. So we're going to use that. We don't actually have a Daffodil Delight yellow bling. We have a lot of Lemon Lolly, but Lemon Lolly is so light. And I just didn't think it fit right correctly. Whoops, come here. Well, I am having a dog of a time getting these off of here. They are really stuck. There we go. Whoops. Oh, there it is. I was like, where'd it go? Okay. It went flying. Oh, there it is. Come on. Ooh, I am really having trouble getting these up. Oh, come on. Well, there we go. It's like Mexican jumping bean. All right. Do I want it there? Well, it's just going to go there. Okay. There we go. So that's the card part. Now let's make the bag part. So let's get all this out of the way. And pull in. So we need so it's 12 inches across the top. All right. So if you're wondering which direction to cut your designer paper, it is 12 inches across the top. All right. So this is semi-directional. I mean, if you turn it this way, you can kind of see how the lemons go that way. And if you do it this way, it's kind of like the lemons are upside down. So it is directional. So I have my 12 inches on the top here and then 7 3/4 down. So get your trimmer out and I'll have to extend the arm here. Okay. And go 7 3/4. All right, and just take your trimmer, trim that off, and so that's scrap. Now we need, keep the blade out of the way. Now we're going to do scoring, okay? So along the top, we're going to score at 4.5. And also be careful. Be careful when you are scoring designer paper. It is not as thick as cardstock. So if you press down too hard, you'll tear it. Okay. Then 5.5. Okay, let me double check. 4.5, 5.5. That's right. So it's an inch in between the two marks. Okay. Then 10 and 11. So again, an inch between the two marks. All right, now that you've got those 2 marks there and 2 marks there, okay, turn it, and you're going to do 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on this side. Okay, so 1 inch. All right, and then you can pull it all the way to 6 3/4, or you can just turn it over and do 1 inch. Either way. Of course, our trimmer has a 1 inch on both sides of the cutting blade, which is really nice. Okay, now that I've got that done, okay, we need to fold all our lines, okay, our score marks. And get your bone folder. Go. Now, it doesn't really matter which way you fold it. I'm just folding it to get it folded, but I am going to have my best. So let me look at the original here. I folded this paper down, and it's like a band. So I'm going to have the daisies as my part like that. All right. Now that I've got that done, let's open it back up and let's do these parts. And there we go. So there we go. It's hard to find the, there it is. And this one. Okay. Whoops. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we've got everything folded. Everything's folded. Now we're ready to do some cutting and some gluing. Now let me make sure I haven't missed any questions. Scrolling through. Yes, kittens are like having 2-year-old children, Marie. Absolutely. They are just into everything right now. More so than when they were little bitty. It's like the 6-month-old just, they turn into crazy creatures. Love them though so much. Yes, I know poinsettias are supposed to be poisonous, and so he doesn't chew on them. He just sleeps in it. But because I'm not sure if they really are poisonous or not, I went ahead and took it outside and just not to let it be a problem, because our temperature here in Texas, I think we're past winter already now. We may have one more cold break, but we're going into the 80s next week. So all right, I don't see any other questions. Let's put this together. So the bottom, this is my bottom, and I need to double check. Yeah. So this is my top. Yeah. So my lemons are going that way. This is my top, and this is my bottom. And I'm going to be gluing this 1 inch flap right here to this section there. Okay. But before I do that, I need to trim some stuff. I've got some extra here. So we are going to, I'm double checking to see where. First of all, let's go ahead and glue it, and then we can trim it, because we can get the scissors in there easily enough. Now I am going to put a wee bit of glue down here just to keep that flap shut. Line it up again. It seems to be wanting to move. There we go. I'm going to hold that for a sec. Okay, there. That's better. And now And not too much glue. You don't want it squishing out everywhere. Okay. Now, and I'm also not doing the bottom. I'm only doing the edge right here. Okay. There we go. And you can fold it like that. See what I'm doing here? Let me go ahead and take this banner off so you can see better. There we go. And then I'm just folding this over so it lines up. Come on. And if it doesn't line up perfectly, it's okay. I'm just kind of make it. Yeah. Just kind of force it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. But you do want your top to be lined up with your... Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, be careful. You want your top lined up. My bottom was lined up. I want my top lined up. There we go. That's better. You would think it would be perfect because you used a scoring tool and a ruler. I'm not a ruler, a measurer. But for some reason, I don't know. I don't know how that got off by an 1/8. I don't know. It's very strange, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to fold it back this way. There we go. All right. And I am going to glue that down so it doesn't stay open like that. There we go. There we go. And just hold that for a sec. So it is a very simple bag. Now you need some snips. We're going to create a flap right here. Okay. And a flap right here. Or a tab. That's right. I'm sorry, a tab. Now, if you want it to not... Some people like cutting like a little wedge. Ooh, my words are not coming today. I'm just going to do it on the one side, the inside one, because the outside one, I don't want a wedge. I want it to be straight. Oh, and then you have this extra flap here, so we can cut that off. There we go. Perfect. Now, these go in, and then the one that you cut the wedges on will go down, and then this one will cover everything up. Okay. So first, let's put a little dot of glue there and a little dot of glue there. Okay. Come on. Fold. Thank you. And make sure it's all lined up correctly. Then put glue here. There we go. And stand it on its bottom like that, and take a long instrument, like maybe your bone folder, and kind of press it so it sticks together. Okay, there we go. And you have a bag. That's so easy. Now, if you want your bag to, like, if you want it to see, you know, put some holes here and tie a ribbon, you could do that. Or you could take 2 strips of paper and make little handles. There's all different ways you could do that. But I'm just going to leave it like this for now and get my card. Okay, so here's my card, and that's just going to sit on the front like that. So now, of course, you don't have to attach the card. It just kind of looks cool. That's just how I saw it in the instructions that I was following. And if you ever wonder where I get my ideas from, most of them come from Rhonda Wade. She is an amazing demonstrator, trainer, mentor. And so I follow her and take her classes. She gives us all kinds of great ideas. Ta-da! Okay. And so you just have this card attached to the bag, and it all matches. Isn't that fun? I hope you all enjoyed this project. Keep it, if you want to be able to download the instructions and save. I know a lot of people like to print them and save them in a binder. I will be sending out the email later today. Okay. And if you make one, We would love to see it. And there is, we have a private Facebook group called Kristina's Creative Stampers. So it's Facebook.com/Kristina's Creative Stampers. You have to answer the questions. Why do you want to join? And are you a demonstrator or not? And that's okay if you're a demonstrator. I have lots of demonstrators on there. I just want to know. I don't know. I just, that way I can ask you if you're going to come to conference or not. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought it was a good question to ask. Anyways, because we just want stampers in this group. We don't want crazy people. Okay. You all have a blessed weekend. Let me double check, make sure I don't have any questions. Debbie, I used to use glitter glue, art glitter glue, but I am a super fan of the Tombow multi-purpose glue. And then I also have the clear glue, Tombow's blue bottle. It's clear glue. But anyways, no, I used to use art glitter glue, but no, I don't anymore. Great question. Okay. All right, that's it. Don't see any other questions. You all have a blessed weekend. Love y'all so much for showing up, and we'll see you Monday night for Monday night stamping. Okay, bye-bye.